Evening all. Right, so I am out and about. As you can see, Annie's taking off. I'm just heading down, I'm at the back of Beauly, heading down to Loch Nam Bonnach. I have got my Trangia with me, I've got some sea bass and couscous, and I'm just going to have dinner by the shores of the loch. So not a big walk today, but the main event will be cooking dinner. As you can see, the dog's there. So yes, here I am, and as I said, it's not going to be a huge leap in terms of walking, but what it will, and I've not brought anything like poles or anything like that out, just myself. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'll bring you back and show you some views, but until then I'm just going to plod on. So as you can see, the first part of the walk is going to be just, it's all nice path, it's going to be woodland, and then out to the shore. So I'll bring you back when I've got something a bit showy for you. Right, so I'm heading up towards, now look at that. No, we just go. Full summits are us, as it keeps going up. Well, there I am, I'm over the top of the hill now, and I've got a set of gates to go through, and then it's ploughed down. You wonder why I'm here? Oh, it's nondescript, it's just plantation woods, I hear you cry. Well, I've done some shorts from here, and I think I've done another one from here, but come, this, Annie, not that way, this is the first view that can kind of greet you. Let me just get you into focus. I don't know if you can see that as well as I can, but look at that. You've got the Beauly Firth all the way up to Sony Bridge, Black Isle there, and you've got the rundown. You can see Fort George in the distance, Nairn in the distance. This view is absolutely fantastic, and it's the same as the one on, similar to the one that's just up the road there. I did a little view of the Muir of Aldord Hill, which I can't remember what it's called, on the Black Isle a while back. But then you come over this way. Excuse me while I nearly drop you. Now, I am using the big camera for this today. Okay, you got the ubiquitous wind farms, we'll say no more about them. But you're starting to get a view of the Strathcona and Munros in the distance. Now I'm just going to zoom you in. I don't know whether this is going to pick it up, but right there, a nice pointy nointy hill that's on the it's Craigrath along the ridge, along the Strathcona, the two Strathcona, which I've walked, and I've been up on top of there looking down this way. So I'm going to turn you off for now, and I'm going to bring you back nearly down the bottom, and set the Trangia up and cook my dinner. And Danny's going to have some sea bass as well. But yeah, you can start to see all the nice hills of Strathcona and Malardock and all the rest of it in the background, Strathfarrow, whatever. And there she is, our first glimpses of Loch Nam Bonnach, right there in the distance with the hills at the back. And now it's a simple drop down into the loch, and as we go down here a little further, I'll try and keep this as steady as I can. I don't know what the imaging steadying is like on this. It's probably pretty dire, but we'll see when we get down. And look at that. So yes, down there, put a brew on maybe put a brew on afterwards. I think put a brew on afterwards because I'm not particularly brewy at the moment. And through that gate and down toward the loch. Look at that. So normally, if I'm here, I sit down here, and all of this is gravel. However, it's a bit full for that, so I'm going to find a spot, I think here, and I am going to, yeah, here will do nicely, I think, and I'm going to set my thing up. But have a look at this. This is where I'm going to have my dinner tonight. Isn't this an amazing place? You can just see getting a tent down here, and half of me says I should have done it, but as I said in an earlier video, I'm down camping. I'm car camping with her tomorrow, and I don't really want to put her in the tent too much in 1 week. I don't want to put her off, although she's an old hand at it. There she is. I'm gonna set up somewhere here, maybe find somewhere level to put the Trangia, and I'm going to bring you back and I'm setting it up. That being said, I might cut out, so I'm going to level it here. So let's take some of this stuff off. There's your water. This bit of footage may be wasted, but never mind. Kettle is on, so I'm going to boil the water now, boil the couscous, and then I'm going to fry the sea bass in the frying pan. So you don't want to watch water boil, nobody wants to watch water boil in a Trangia. I'm going to get on and I will turn you off. Mills and put it into that. Now I don't know how to work that out. That's a litre of water there. So I don't really need a huge amount of that, so I can reboil that for I might put the rest of that in for a cup of coffee now actually. Well, I'll pontificate about that in a bit. I'm not really that thirsty, to be honest. I think that's about right. Right, I need to stir this. Give that a bit of a stir. And then leave that there. And then what I've got to do with this now is try and do the main event. I have my pan. So my pan's now heating up, and now what I'm going to be doing is, here's 2 sea bass. I would normally have 1, but I've got the dog with me and she deserves a treat, plus so she can have some of this as well. So what I first need to do is to get my kniff. Honestly, at this point he says he is the most disorganised idiot on the planet. Look how much yourselves, campers. Butter on there for a while. Let that go around, melt a bit. Just about fitting 2 sea bass in there. Do you hear them sizzle? They won't take much cooking. Leave no trace. I have a rubbish bag. This is all going to go in. While they're sizzling, at this point I'm going to shout to Tweedy Outdoors, who cooks very elegant food in very naff places like muddy ditches, are his speciality. I'll probably link a video to him up on there somewhere. but it's a damn good follow. Somebody a little different, not really somebody that deals in gear snobbery or anything like that. And I'm using my Java drip again, which I would absolutely recommend for coffee. It is so good, so easy, so lightweight, and you get a nice cup of filter coffee on the trail. And there's just about enough in there for a cup of coffee, which I'm hoping I will rest. Cup of coffee, because me being me, I'm not the first one I made over, and I'm just going to sit back and listen to this. If you look through my Insta on here, I've been here at all different times of the year. Said it's a nice easy walk, 2.5 miles down, I think. And then obviously the way back you've got the same, so it's about 5 miles, so not hugely long, but on an evening like this, what a spot. I'm not going to get a sunset because I'm not going to stay here much longer. I want to get back home. But you know what? Everywhere in the Highlands is amazing. Everywhere is wonderful. But I think this is probably my favourite spot. Your big mountains are great, your hills are great, being on the summit looking down everywhere. But on a nice sunny day, no matter what the season, there is nowhere better. But now I've told all of you, and you've seen it for yourself, you're all going to be crowding around here. If you're doing the NC 500, it's easy out of Inverness. As you go through Beauly, just hang a right up the hill and you'll see where to park. But yeah, just gorgeous spot. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to pack this up because I'm not the world's most organised unpacker. And I'm going to head back to the car, and I will see you next time.